Danix 11 here. We got an update on not this, not that, or even my retarded dog. Right, Hooch? What are you doing? Hooch! Okay, yeah. Like I said, he is retarded. Anyways, yeah. No update on the truck just yet. Still waiting on some money to come in. It snowed a ton here today, and it's really packed snow. You squeeze it and it packs really good. And yeah, no updates on the truck. Everything's in there. Today we're doing an update on this. Can you believe it? Yeah, well, not on this itself. We're going to take the motor off there. We've got two motors inside, and we're going to combine them into one and make a running motor to replace this 11 horsepower that has a stripped out starter gear. So, what I'm going to do is rob the carburetor from it and put it all on here, and I'm going to build it all up in that shed. So I'm going to take this off here and bring it in there and go plug in my extension cord so I have power. So give me a sec. Here she is. Been trying to get the pulley off of it with a hammer and a breaker bar, but I found my crowbar. I'm going to use it next. She turns over. She's not froze, so she's not broken inside. So I'm just going to take the whole thing apart, clean it up real good, steal the carburetor off the motors, you know, good stuff, stealing stuff. Here's another. This is a little 10 horsepower. This one down here is another 12. It doesn't got much on it, but probably use some parts off of it. I will probably use the flywheel shroud. This one seems to be made of plastic. I really don't want plastic, so I'm probably going to use that one. So I'm going to try and get this pulley off real quick. So I'm going to do that. Got it off. Damaged it a lot. We did not damage the shaft of the motor, which has the side taken off for absolutely no reason at all. I just I heard a knocking noise, and it would lock up when I would try to rotate it, and it turned out it was the little magnetic things underneath here. The plastic came up and was hitting on it, so I took the flywheel off and fixed that. And I robbed a pull starter off of that motor. So now this lawnmower motor has a pull start that's designed in a factory, not homemade. So it should work good. But yeah, I was just looking at the way this thing functions. Pretty daggum high tech. This is your governor. It goes down inside this area right here, and keeps that in place. So, and I just finished cleaning this off with the sander. It's really smooth. You could sand your skin with it and it wouldn't do anything. It's so smooth now. So, yeah. It's not that rough at all. It's like paper. And it just barely rubs it. And I couldn't get into these rough places where there's still gasket material and crap, like right here. But it's all cleaned up over here. Like right here, I couldn't get around that. I'm just got to pry that off. So, yeah. Got the head, took it off. Here's one that I robbed off another motor. I took the gasket, because when I pulled off my gasket, it came off bad. Half of it pulled off, half of it didn't. So I took the other head off of another motor, which happened to be a 12 horsepower, and it fit perfect. So yeah, I've been stealing parts off this thing like 24/7. Head gasket, spring for one of the valves, freaking pull starter. Thing is a parts motor. So the only reason I switched to this motor is because this starter gear is not ruined on this one yet. and it feels strong. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Kroger's. I'm gonna get me some RTV gasket maker and just run it around this, so I don't have to order some kind of gasket or something, because it's just gonna be a lawnmower motor. It's going on that one right there. That's jacked up in the air, and it's gonna be a lot more powerful. And this, it's windy out, really windy. I don't know why it's so windy. My thing's flapping in the breeze. Trees. Blowing in something. So, yeah, I'm replacing this crappy little 11 horsepower with a busted starter gear. It doesn't run worth a crap. Probably gonna rob the carburetor off of it just to use, because it probably works. So yeah, and then tires. No idea what I'm gonna do for tires. I know the wheels are fine. I just need some nice tires to put on it. And as you can see, I have no nice tires. It's the wrong kind of center piece. This is a key stock C-clamp. That's oval cut and bolted. So, and the front wheels on this mower would work, but those tires are completely flat. They have holes in them. This one over here has a giant gaping hole. So I mean, it gets full of water too. Uh-oh, paint chipping. Time for another paint job. Wow. It's hard to believe that chipped through already. Huh. Oh well. So yeah, this thing's almost up and going. It needs key stocks for the back wheels. It needs tubes in them. That's about it. Front tires. Yeah. I'm gonna put a new steering linkage in it, because the steering in it right now doesn't work worth a crap. It literally is attached to a piece of rubber that turns. You try to turn that to just mess it up with the rubber. It doesn't even turn the wheel. So I'm gonna switch it over to this thing I found. It's gonna work perfect. It's just laying here in the leaves. This looks familiar, right? This is on most lawnmowers. It mount sideways. Not sure, but you get the idea. Steering linkage. And it mounts like this. That's how it mounts. So there'll be a hole in the floor, and I'm gonna have to adjust it to where it goes so that this can be angled up and that is straight down, and this is in the center. You can take this bolt out and move it however you want it. It's like universal steering. So yeah, we're gonna be switching to this, and this is like heavy duty. It's really thick. So I'm gonna be switching to that from this heavy rubber crap. Probably gonna sell this one because it runs. It actually goes really good. That new 6 horsepower on it. And then this one I'm probably gonna have to rob the transmission off of, because busted the Murray's transmission, and this one functions perfectly. So I don't know. I guess I'll just have to take it real easy on the Murray once I swap the transmissions. I might be able to just bust it open and order some new gears for it. I mean, it's not in bad shape. It's fairly new. So yeah. And then on the truck, the motor, the heads are in the trunk of my car. The intake manifold's right there being cleaned. And I'm gonna take them to the machine shop and have them machined. So as of right now, we are waiting on going to Kroger or wherever to get some RTV gasket maker Alright guys, cleaning up real good, muffler, carburetor on, flywheel on, he's looking good. So what I'm doing now is I'm cleaning up this shaft, getting it ready to modify this pulley to put it on this way instead of that way. But I'm having trouble because the hole in the pulley seems to be bigger this way, but when you try to do it this way, it doesn't go on. So I'm gonna have to hollow that out some more. It looks like it's just full of dirt. That's what I'm hoping for. You can see down in there. Yeah, so it looks like it's just full of dirt, so hopefully I'll be able to clean that out. So yeah, that's what I'm working on now. Got this place cleaned up a little more. It's blurry. It's still blurry. There it goes. Been working out here. Moved the truck. Can't really see it. We took it off the stands. So now it's on flat ground. Rolled it backwards. Moved the bed. Got it moved way over there in the woods. Took the four-wheeler out of here. Now there's a ton more space in here to work on the truck. So yeah, and now you can walk in between here because we moved the truck from the garage box. So yeah, tomorrow I'm taking the heads over to the machine shop and I'm going to have them machined. We're going to go get those worked on. I'm going to order that online. I've got money on my card and money in my wallet. So I'm going to order the gasket for this sucker, put it back in here. I just rolled it out to move that four-wheeler. And yeah, it's going great, guys. Should have this running not long, maybe a month. That's it, tops. So this is Dan X11, guys. Thanks for watching this big long video. This is an update on the racing mower. It's about time I started working on the daggone thing. Got the motor off and everything. And I'm going to adjust the steering because you can see the wheels are straight, but the steering gear is way out of line. So I'm going to fix that. Like, if I were to turn to the left, the wheels don't turn much, and then the gear runs out. But if I turn to the right, they turn all the way, but then they go too far before the gear even runs out. So I'm going to fix that. I might keep the stock key ignition. I don't know. Just to, because it's got the headlights on it, but there's no bulbs in, and I'm never going to use headlights on it, so I don't know. And I'm going to cut these prongs off here so I can just go straight over and I don't have to do all that crap. I just want to be able to fly right over into reverse, but I'm just going to get rid of those things. And yeah, so this is it for me, guys.